It's when we're treading uncertain paths that we find lessons that will help build our future.
Jay Shetty is a huge inspiration, and he has many rules to be able to achieve your goals. But here are some top 5 that we can take away from him. First, always have a plan and form a strategy. And remember that failing to prepare is preparing to fail. You always need to have a well thought out plan if you want to be successful.
How can I go 3 steps deeper so that I can move 3 steps forward so I can give 3 times as much?
Next, make sure that what you're doing is serving others to make a difference in the world. You don't want to compete with other people. Find what you're good at and practice that. Next, don't forget to plant seeds of gratitude, both in the morning and at night. Always be thankful for what you have. Also, don't always chase money or material things. It won't fill your needs. Remember, as humans, we want to love and be loved. Last, and possibly the most important, expose yourself to new experiences and new people. Getting out of your comfort zone is how you're going to grow.
We try and associate or link ourselves to success. And when we do that, it in turn makes us feel more successful. When I was growing up in London, I had 3 choices to be a doctor, a lawyer, or a failure. And I ended up at business school, so I guess I was the 3rd. And I was going to business school, and every week we had CEOs, entrepreneurs, celebrities come in to speak and share their stories. And I was fascinated by how people went from nothing to something. And one week I was told that this monk was invited. And I actually said to one of my friends, I said, I'm only going if we go to a bar afterwards, because I wasn't interested in hearing a monk's perspective on life. So my friend forced me to go. He promised me we'd go to a bar afterwards, and it changed my life. It was the most captivating presentation I've ever been to, and he spoke about selflessness and service and kindness, and it just got me hooked. So I spent all of my summer holidays from 18 to 22, aged 18 to 22, half of them working in the finance corporate world in suits and driving cars in London, and spending the other half living as a monk in India. And when I was 22, I decided to turn down my corporate job offers and go and live as a monk in India for 3 years. What is your crazy dream? The dream that keeps you up at night is the real dream you should be chasing. But to chase that dream, to find that dream, to make that dream a reality, you need a strategy, right? A dream without a plan is just a wish. Tony Robbins said that, right? A dream without a plan is just a wish. When you're sitting here going, this needs to be number 1, you are reducing that thing's ability to be number 1. So that's the difference maker, that you can want to be number 1, there's nothing wrong with that, but you can't keep comparing what number 1 is to someone else's goal too, because everyone's got a different trajectory. Like there are some people that are kind of come in and do really well at one thing and you're gonna do really well at another, and that's why competition has to first be in your space. Like don't compete in a space that's not yours. The challenge is that we think things come with emotions. We think things come with feelings and emotions, and guess what, they don't. So if you chase money, maybe for a moment, but it's so short-lived that it's not even worth counting almost. So it's like, when you think that I'm chasing money, guess what, you will get money. And that's great, money is really important. Money is a really important resource. But guess what, money's not now gonna fill that gap, that void, that feeling, that emotion that you're missing in your life. At 18, I was really fortunate when I met a monk, and this monk was invited to speak. And I kind of just went because one of my friends forced me to. At that time, I was listening to CEOs and entrepreneurs and business people and marketers who I thought that's what I was aspiring to be like. And then I hear this monk, and he captivated me like no one had ever captivated me before. It was like staring at the most beautiful woman on the planet. You know, I was completely fixated on him and his message. See, we live in echo chambers. We're just surrounded by the same thinking. How often do you bump into a monk? You know, it just doesn't happen. No one has a dinner party and goes, oh yeah, we just invited the monk, you know, from town, like the local monk. Like no one ever does that. And so we meet people who are just like us most of the time. And we talk about this in business all the time. If you want to be a billionaire, spend time with billionaires. If you want to be a millionaire, spend time with millionaires. If you want to be a tech startup, spend time with, you know, that's the common rhetoric that we hear all the time. But what if you want to find purpose and master the mind? There's no one better than a monk who's mastered the mind. So for me, the first step is just opening yourself up to new experiences and new role models. Because most of us can't see ourselves in people, so then we try and fit ourselves into the boxes that we do see. And I mean, there's this beautiful quote that I've been saying it everywhere, and I wish I wrote it, but I didn't. So it's by a philosopher and writer named Cooley. And he said that today, I'm not what I think I am. I'm not what you think I am. I am what I think you think I am.
Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.